Quite a moment you just had back there. Dana White, Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, Oscar De La Hoya. What were the guys saying to you?
I don't know. It was just a blur. We were talking about Guinness and talking about the K Club. I don't know. I was in awe. Dana was there, the owner of the Patriots, owner of the Celtics, Oscar De La Hoya. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that fight. You know, I really, really wanted the finish, and the finish was there for me. What can you do?
How bad is the knee?
It's real unsteady. I honestly don't know, but as soon as we stood back up midway through that second round, it was just wobbly. You know what I mean? I knew I threw a kick then, and I nearly lost my balance. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to hide that, and I had to change it up. Had to go for the takedown. I had to grapple with him a little bit, you know. But I wanted to give him exchanges. I know Max is high level on his feet, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to go in and go at it on the feet and get the finish on the feet. It was well within me, but this is combat. Anything can happen out there.
When you said the finish was there, whereabouts?
I just felt it was coming. Now I felt I could have put him away. I felt I was catching him a little bit more. But then once that happened, I knew I couldn't balance on it. You know what I mean? So I needed to improvise. I needed to adapt to it, and it is what it is. I'll have a look back. I can't really remember now, but I'm just I come to finish. I leave it all out there. You know what I mean? I'll try anything. Tried that rolling thing I've been working on. You know, I missed it, but I tried it. You know what I mean? I'll fly through the air. I'll do anything to put the guy away.
Conor, the match went a lot longer than your normal fights go. How was your conditioning as the match started going on?
Yeah, honestly, I felt fresh as a daisy. You could have put me in for another 10 rounds of it, but I mean that people will take that. Oh, you got the 3 rounds in, but that was never in my thoughts. Oh, I've never gone to the decision. I wonder what'll happen. I know the amount of rounds I put in. No one puts more rounds in than me. I'm talking a clear 100 rounds a week. You know what I mean? So I know 3 rounds in there or 5 rounds in there is nothing for me.
You say you were nervous about giving away the knee injury, but yet it never looked like you were in any kinds of trouble. It didn't look like he ever caught on.
Yeah. That's. But I was inside. That's good. I didn't want to show him, but I definitely lost my balance at one stage. I remember losing my balance. I think. It was definitely unsteady, but fuck it.
You said you heard a click. Have you ever had anything like that happen before?
No. It was a pop.
Pop.
I had the underhook. Slid the knee through the middle, and it was true. My knee was touching the mat. He only had the foot wrapped up, and I had the underhook deep, and he bridged and rolled. And when he bridged and rolled, it just went pop. But when it popped, I let out a scream. But when I let out a scream, I passed into side control. So I was like, I don't think he knew. I don't think he sussed it. I don't think he'd heard me or something. And I can't really remember. But then as soon as I stood up, I was wobbling. I was like, right. And then I think the round ended then. I sat down, had a little feel of it then for a bit in the 3rd round. I said, right, I'm gonna have to take this down. I'm gonna have to take this down because it's wobbly. If he came forward, I think he did come forward at one stage, and I wobbled a little bit. So.
Does it feel like less of a blur now backstage? You said after your first fight, everything just felt like a blur and surreal.
No, it's still surreal. Alright, still a blur, but I don't know. My thoughts are just on the contest. You know what I mean? My thoughts are always on the contest. It is a blur, but none of this really matters to me. You know what I mean? Combat is what takes up my thoughts on.
Conor, several years ago, a guy named Ricky Hatton came here, brought a lot of fans, invaded the United States. They're comparing you to him in terms of fan base, rabid fans. Does that hit you yet that you are being compared to, Katie Taylor, Ricky Hatton in terms of being almost a global, marketing icon? But you're a guy who can transform from, overseas to America.
The support I'm getting from my home nation is huge. The support I'm getting from all the Irish American people here is huge, and it's just growing every time. And that's another reason why I really wanted that finish. And I was coming to finish this guy, and I'm coming to finish everyone. Honestly, I'm overwhelmed with it. You know what I mean? It blows me away. And I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, keep showing up, and keep being spontaneous. You're not gonna know what comes when you're fighting me. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll try anything. I'll try absolutely anything. I'll hit him with any part of my frame to try and put him away. And I don't know, people are just latching onto that and just, my go for broke attitude.
Just to clarify, that roll was to take him down. That was an intro to a takedown, right? Or
what?
The roll.
Well, I was kind of, I don't know what I was at. I've been thrown a couple of times. I've been studying. It's called the Rolling Thunder. It's a move from Kyokushin karate. That's a crazy sport. Yeah, they literally stand that close to each other, and they're only allowed to hit to the body, but it's bare knuckle. But they hit to the body and kick to the body, and then they like this. it's like in a clinch, and then they roll from the clinch. But there's some serious knockouts. I've been throwing them a little bit in training camp, and I'm catching 1 or 2 people. And I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna chance my arm here. Why not? You know what I mean? I did it. Usually I need him coming forward, or we need to be just separated from the clinch. But again, I'm grown, I'm learning. I'll look back, I'll improve, and I'll adapt. But this is it. My go for broke attitude. I will hit him with anything. You know, I will hit him with any part of my body to put him out.
Conor, you talked before the fight about coming forward, and a karate style typically is in, out, left, right, like H.E.A.T does.
Yeah.
How hard is it to be effective with karate but still come forward at the same time and impress the judges?
Yeah, I'm just trying to mix. I have no style. You know, there is no. The highest technique I hope to achieve is to have no technique. You know what I mean? And I don't have a style. I don't have a set pace. I just come and do. You know, I improvise. Some karate, some boxing, some Thai boxing, whatever stance, man. The fighting Irish stance I come out with sometimes. You know what I mean? The Kyokushin rolling shit. You know what I mean? I just try it all. I'm just having fun in there. Competition for me, this is just growth. I'm just growing and learning and improving each contest. You know what I mean? So.
Is that where the taunting comes in?
I don't know. I don't know. I just felt comfortable. I'm just getting myself into humor. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? I'm here to fight. I'm here to put on a show, and I'm here to do my business here. You know what I mean? And have fun. For me, this is fun. I talk in the gym as well. You know what I mean? This is just the way we train, and it's no disrespect to my opponent or nothing. And if you take it to disrespect, then you know that's your own business. I don't get emotion in there, but I'm just doing it because it's fun.
At one point,
were
I
you
think.
able to like take in the ovation as you walked in, or were you too into the moment of like?
No, I could definitely take in the ovation, man. It was green. The place was green out there. I walked by a full-blown leprechaun. A full-blown leprechaun was standing right there, the whole kit. And then I'm looking at them and there's seeing more. I'm like, there's about 5 or 6 full-blown leprechauns out there. I'm gonna load them up, and we're gonna come back here and do an interview with all these leprechauns. But man, these Boston people and the Irish Americans, we're one of a kind. You know what I mean? We are a crazy nation. And honestly, to go out here and fight for these people, and that's why I'm a bit upset that I really wanted that finish, and fuck it anyway, you know. But
what were your thoughts just this whole week with just all of the added media attention, having your own media day? Did you kind of come into this week expecting all of this, and now at the end of it, just surprised just all of the focus being allotted to you?
I mean, to be a champion and to reach the high levels, this is what it's about. You can't handle this side of the game, well then you're mid-tier, you're mid-level. You know what I mean? And I'm not mid-level, I'm top. So give it all to me. Give me all the media. Put all the pressure on me. I don't feel pressure. I'm gonna go in and try absolutely anything. Strike him with any blow to put him out. No matter how many people are interviewing me or what's going on, it means nothing to me. This is part of the game. To be truly successful, you need to. This is like another art. This is like another discipline. It's like learning how to box. You need to learn how to handle the media pressure. It's another discipline, and it's a discipline that I'm learning each time.
At one point, I think it was in the 3rd round, Joe Rogan remarked that the armbar was there if you wanted it when you had top control.
Yeah.
Do you remember purposely not going for the armbar, maybe out of concern for the knee?
Yeah, I just didn't want to lose top. I just didn't want to lose top. He was bridging and rolling a couple of times, and when he was bridging, I could feel the pain. I could feel it kind of, not, because it wasn't pain, it is pain, but in there it's not pain, it's like a movement or something. It's a weird kind of feeling, you know, your adrenaline is going, but I could feel it unsteady when I had my legs locked under. But I wanted to finish, I wanted to remain top, and fuck it.
Are you worried?
I have to watch it back. What?
Are you worried about it now? I mean,
well, I don't know, I'm gonna have it iced up, so should be okay. Should be okay. A heel. It was the exact feeling of a bad heel hook, going that way. A regular heel hook, not an inverted.
With you,
Exact same.
with you at first round, you hit him with a huge uppercut, and he still stood there. You had your way with Marcus Brimage in your first fight. How frustrated were you that you were hitting with your best Sunday punch, and he was just still there?
It's a different kind of. It's different. He set back a little bit, so I was looking to pick him off, and I was just having fun in there. I don't know. I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him clean. You know what I mean? But he's tough. He's based on his feet. He's they said he's one of the best strikers in the division. So I wanted to go at him on his feet and show who really is the best striker in the division. You know what I mean? Without question. So I'll get it next time. Finish next time, no doubt.
Well, there's talk of a show in Ireland, a UFC show in Ireland. I've been there before. Beautiful country. Yeah, I loved it. I can't wait to go back. But how do you feel now that you've won, and you know that kind of helps solidify the fact that there probably will be one, and you'll be very high up on that card.
Yeah.
You know, your responsibility, the pressure, and actually the joy of that too.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, I do not feel pressure. You know what I mean? But to get the show back to Ireland has always been a goal of mine. You know, I said I was going to drag them back by the scruff of the neck and get my teammates on. We have some solid guys back home that come to fight like me. You know what I mean? We don't pussy about. We come for it and go for it. You know what I mean? So it will be a spectacle. You know what I mean? Like it will be like that. You know what I mean? As crazy as that. So hopefully soon I get to walk out and carry my tricolour high in front of my home nation. It'll be something special for me.
Conor, if I'm not mistaken, when Joe Rogan was talking to you after the fight and he said the word hype, you kind of made a face like you're sick of hearing the word hype. Maybe I misread that. How does it feel to know that your name is always going to be coming up in association with the word hype?
I don't know. Yeah, you definitely misread it. I don't know. I don't pay attention to it. I just pay attention to my team, the people in my circle. Nobody else matters. You know what I mean? People come up and support me on the street and we talk, and that's great. Don't read nothing. Don't do none of that shit. I listen to my team, show up at the gym, put more work in than anyone else, and come and perform. No pressure. No, I don't know what hype. No one can hype me more than I hype myself. And at the same time, no one can put pressure on me more than not pressure, critique myself more than I critique myself. You know what I mean? So what other people say doesn't really come into the equation.
Assuming that your knee isn't serious, would you like to fight again before the end of the year, or do you want to wait until that Irish card?
Stay ready so I don't have to get ready, man. I'm gonna get this MRI done. I have ice on straight away. I'm trying to think like a heel hook. A solid heel hook is about 6 weeks, I'd say. I'd say it's 6 weeks of unsteadiness. I'll do some work on it straight away. I'll get it fixed.
There's some people who want you to fight either Cub Swanson, I know, who's had words about you, or Ricardo Lamas. Do you think you're ready for those guys now? I mean, you've blown by Primage and Hathaway. Do you think you could take on maybe a Cub Swanson or even Ricardo Lamas maybe in Ireland?
There is no names for me. There's only body types. There's only different human anatomies, and you can put me in with any one of them. It makes no difference to me. There's no name. Put me in with who they want. I'm ready for anyone in the division at any given time. I'm trouble for them all.
Do you think you might adjust your stance a little bit if you were to face a guy that was a little bit more of a stronger wrestler? I notice you stand pretty upright at times, and a lot of people would say, well, that might open you up to the takedown. Is that something you think you're going to change, or do you feel like you got it?
I don't know. I change all the time. I change. You know what I mean? One round I come out like Bruce Lee, and the next round I come out like Mike Tyson or something. You know, I mix up stances. I mix up shit. You know what I mean? So again, I don't think of the opponent. Don't care what he's about. I know what I'm about. I'm about trying to get him out of there with any part of my frame. I'll strike him with. You know what I mean? So whatever. I don't fear no one. I don't. You know what I mean? You just that.
Getting back to the discussion about Guinness, were you telling him it takes a full 5 minutes to settle a pint?
I was actually saying it's full of iron.
Oh, okay.
Which it is, and it's good for you. You know what I mean? So I might have a Guinness after this. I don't really drink too much. But Odie, have we got that after party? Is that tonight? You should have told me the name when on the shower out.
You're not paying us, so we're just going to go drink.
Conor, speaking of payment and everything here, you're a young guy.
I thought they were paying us.
You're a young guy. You're going to commit to money. Dana White loves you. How tough is it going to be going forward to trust people? Because everybody wants a piece of you now. You're the hottest thing since Katie Taylor.
Yeah.
How does somebody earn the trust of Conor McGregor?
But no new friends, you know what I mean? Keep my circle. Keep my circle, you know, the people I look after. The people who have looked after me, I look after, you know what I mean? After that last win, I was handing out little brown envelope stuff with cash to people. You know, people in my circle. I give my coach water cash, give me water cash, give me, you know what I mean? And that to me is brilliant, and I will keep doing that, and I'll keep supporting the people in my circle. Everyone else, not a hope in hell, try and take my money, and I'm showing up at your front door. You know what I mean? No one takes my money, you know what I mean? So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Yeah, it's great. I'm from Boston, so we're happy to have you.
Brilliant, thank you so much.
It's great.
Karyn, isn't it?
Yeah.